in terms of what I can do, or why do I have to do, and what I can have. And here I'm drawn to, I think it was Churchill who said that asked what you can do for the country, not what the country can do for you. So this again has been alluded to by the learned speakers before me. So believe me, that's the challenge in front of you. And therefore, again it was said that, so that's one part of my advice to you, of not seeking things for yourself. Of course you will, that's a natural process, it will come your way. God will gift you with that. He has gifted you with the education, so I'm sure He will gift you with other things in life. Do engage in community service. I think you need to, other than, of course, helping the family and drawing their love, it's very important to work and be harmonious in the community that we operate. Unfortunately, again, it's very ironic that people just don't know who their neighbors are. They just don't know the miseries in the surrounding areas. So again, a time that you can take off to spend in this regard will go a long way. The other advice to you would be, and this has again been alluded to, for you to be courageous. So I will put it differently. I'll say be bold, right? Be bold in what you believe and what you stand for. Be bold in demanding the best from yourself and others around you. And be bold in questioning whosoever is trying to threaten the boundaries of law or good governance. I think this is, again, Suhail alluded to it. You are the torchbearers of good governance, and the country needs it. We need it badly. In this period that has taken you to qualify, Pakistan has improved its rating depending how you look at it, better or worse, certainly degraded ourselves as far as the corruption index is concerned on the Transparency International Index. So we are really going down the tube in that regard, and then the only saving grace is in the fact that people like yourselves are now have earned the degree and have the hallmark to be the torch bearers and change whatever has happened in the past. I can't recall when the CFO conference was held very recently. I think it was either earlier this year or at the end of last year. And I was also invited to be, or at least be part of the panel. And there I felt a drift amongst the mindset of the CAs, that they automatically assumed that they are also the CEOs of the company or will become the CEOs of the company. So I was very provocative in that meeting and in challenging that assumption. And I'm even going to challenge it now, right? Because whilst your qualification equips you to be privy to all the information and to really be able to make the change for your organization, but there are certain traits that you will have to learn more than just the debit and credit, right? Again, these are traits alluded to again by the learned speakers of the kind of attitude you pursue to your colleagues. So you will have to broaden your horizons, be good at interpersonal skills. And frankly, I for one, fine, I belong to your fraternity, and I remember in my job when I was moved out of my finance function into human resources, my mother, who had not received any formal education, said to me, I did not send you to England to do CA, to go into human resources. So why have you accepted this idea of taking an assignment in there? So I said, Mother, I don't even know that, but I have to believe in what my bosses are saying, that it is not just one feather in the cap, that more than one feather in the cap will always be an advantage for you. And I would like to urge all of you to also, benefit if I have, since I have from that kind of a logic, to broaden your horizons, and do take a look at some of the other functions that are equally important in the organizations that you work for. I'm not necessarily saying HR, it could be any other, but devil is in the detail, and there you have been trained very effectively, and believe me, the success will come by the more you scrutinize things. You are best positioned to add value to the organization. So, bring about in whichever organizations you are, be the architects of the corporate future there. Pursue a vision for finance. Bring about a value chain. You'll need to balance all the risks and the opportunities. So again, you have the advantage of giving the right counsel to the management. So God has blessed you in every way with a good degree and the success. Now really it's up to you how you go forward. I'm very convinced that ICAP has in the last few years been able to really up the standards, and there is no reason to believe that most of you why you will not become the CEOs of the future. And with those remarks, I'd like to just end my speech and then say good luck and best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Parvez Kayas. Now may I request VP South, Mr. Zahid Iqbal Bhatti, to join our guest for the distribution of certificate. Ms. Shumaila Malik. थोड़ी सी जानदार तालियां, हमने एनर्जी का आपके इंतज़ाम किया है. जी सैयद काजिम रज़ा नकवी. शब्बीर लियाकत. उमैर नूर मोहम्मद. हसन बिन सलीम. अली हसन जैदी. अब्दुल मोईद भट्टी. मोहम्मद जमीलुद्दीन. शाहनवाज अली. अली नासिर. And on his behalf, his father, Mr.